I am a very proud product of EPCC. And I'm also a first-generation college graduate in my family. When I came to El Paso, I only had a high school degree and wanted more education. So I enrolled in the Associate of Applied Science in Accounting program when I was starting a family. So I attended a brand new Valle Verde campus and recall going by the gym every day that I was going to class. I didn't have much of a student life because I was a new mom and I had to go home to nurse my daughter. However, I do recall many of my instructors who made a big impact during my studies. I vividly remember Jesus Aguilar, my calculus instructor, who had such a passion for math. And that showed the way that he taught his students. I still can see him. I still can see him walking back and forth, from the chalkboard and writing equations and turning to us and explaining. That is really the kind of professor that you want in a classroom. All of a sudden I said, oh my goodness, I can do calculus equations. I understand what he's talking about. He's making sense and I love the class. I just love the class. No, that doesn't mean I can be an engineer, okay? But it certainly put a lot of confidence in myself. When I graduated from high school, I always felt like I really was not very good at math. And so, in fact, I flunked math in high school. I had to redo an entire year of high school because I flunked math. And here I am an accountant, okay? So with Mr. Aguilar, it was an absolute revelation. The way that he explained everything in detail, his passion for going over the exercises, and his passion to make sure that everyone in that classroom understood. And that what makes not a good teacher, but an outstanding teacher. EPCC is the best place to start and finish because it certainly was for me. It exposed me to higher education in a very nurturing environment that motivated me to pursue my career, the career that I have today. So when I was first appointed as Associate Vice President by Dr. Barrera and approved by the board, she was always very cognizant of how women have to perform to prove themselves, okay? And so one day I had to possibly respond to some questions from the board, and she stood before me, she saw how nervous I was, and she said to me, Josette, you're going to go before the board if you're asked a question, and you're going to be confident. You're going to know, you're going to be prepared, you're going to know the answers, and you will be just fine. And so I'll always remember that. Dr. Barrera, who was our first woman president at El Paso Community College, certainly taught me a valuable lesson, which is, you don't have to know everything to be good at what you do, and you have to believe in yourself. And so I think that's a very important lesson for everyone to hear.